Namaste, my name is Tim Halloran, and this is an introductory video for Rasa-Lila healing. I myself am an astrologer, and my partner, Mackenzie Alexander, she is a Reiki master and intuitive clairsentient. Together we are organizing and providing our services, making these videos and putting out information, hoping to be a part of the healing movement, which is now growing very rapidly and spreading across the world. So in this video I will be explaining what we are all about, what we will be providing, and go a little bit further into what this movement is that is now very much initiating. So Rasa-Lila is an ancient Sanskrit word. It means, roughly translates to the dance of divine love. It is from one of the oldest and longest ancient texts known to man, the Mahabharata, which is believed to be 5,000 years old, taking place in ancient India. And the Rasa-Lila is a very potent symbol and archetype found in the very middle of this text, and it describes what might be known as the mother archetype or symbol, of which all other things are a part of. The visual symbol might be known as the circle or the chakra, which is a visual representation of what is whole and what is holy. In the Rasa-Lila, God divides himself equally amongst the gopis, his servants and lovers, and he dances with them in a circle for a very, very long time. And he dances with each of them exactly the way that they innermost truly desire to dance. And each gopi believes that they are dancing with God alone, that they are the only ones dancing with him, but in fact they are all dancing with him because he has divided himself amongst each of them and is doing a very personal and unique and individual dance with every gopi, with every servant. And it is our belief that this symbol is in fact the highest, truest, most esoteric and eternal symbol in existence, and all things are in service to and a part of this mother archetype, because all things are in fact dancing in perfect beauty and love and harmony, although it doesn't always seem like it. For example, right now you may have noticed that the world is at a very critical point right now. It's on the brink of destruction. It has been on the brink of destruction for the last few hundred years. It's been a very fearful time for many people who are conscious of this planet and of nature. And there's so much power struggle and corruption in government. So we are at a very critical point right now, because essentially it cannot continue the way it is going right now. And it seems like nothing is in balance and harmony, but it in fact is, because what is being forced to happen right now to preserve this planet is a very fast and expanding movement of healing that is required in order for this planet to continue. And that is why this very fast movement is and will occur, because this planet will actually not permit itself to be destroyed, because there are a few very foolish and selfish people out there. So it might not seem on the surface like everything is in perfect beauty and love and harmony, but in fact, as a sort of cosmic secret, it is. And so this New Age movement is very quickly happening, and because the world is so unbalanced right now and there is so much destruction and corruption, the amount of healing and love and invention, breakthrough, is going to be very immense to make up for the amount of more negative things that are happening right now. So now I will very briefly summarize some of the particular services we will be offering. In future videos I will go into much greater detail and much further depth. But for right now, everything that we know has been handed down to us. We are very much servants. As an astrologer, I am very fortunate to have been given some knowledge on how to interpret the readings of the universe and the stars. It is a very profound and meaningful science because it very much proves and shows and demonstrates some very big and beautiful concepts, such as the idea that there's not really good or bad, there is merely stagnation and evolution, and there is great potential to move in either direction, that we are all interconnected, we all come from the stars, we all are connected to the planets, and the planets are psycho-mental spiritual forces that operate in all of us. And so when I do an astrological reading, what it essentially is useful for is breaking down our personalities, our past and our future, breaking down the events we are going through, the events that we are soon to face, and not prophesize or not predict what's going to happen, but give us a better idea of what forces and what purpose are at work, and give us a much greater and larger perspective, so that it's not so much every person is, oh, you're doing a good job at this, you're doing a bad job at that, and you need to improve in this area, but more so, you specifically have had to deal with this blockage, this trauma in your childhood, and this trauma and childhood will blossom and awaken in you your potential ability to heal and help other peoples. Because this is actually how trauma and pain actually works. There is no good or bad. There is trauma and pain and challenges which propel us and shoot us and make us into healers and servants of other people. Because in order to be compassionate to another human being, you must understand what their pain is like. You can't heal somebody if you don't know what their pain is like. So this is going to get into the planetary body called Chiron, which is a very recent and very important body in this New Age movement, and very relevant to all the services that we offer, and I will be getting further into that in further details. What Mackenzie offers through Reiki is very much also having to do with past blockages and your potential, where you will be going. Very much connected to those past blockages. So Reiki is very much like a spiritual surgery. It's very precise, and Mackenzie is very intuitive, and she always knows just where to go and exactly what's going on. If you don't know about the chakras, essentially we have 7 chakras, and they are like the planets, psycho-mental spiritual energy centers where energy is stored, and when they are open and energy is flowing harmoniously, we are very physically, mentally, and spiritually healthy. But when blockages occur due to trauma or stress or anxiety or fear, they actually get physically stored in energy centers in our body, various levels of our aura, and if they're not taken care of, they can lead to mental disorders such as stress and anxiety, or physical disorders such as illness or disease. But Reiki allows Mackenzie to go in and actually physically unblock them. As well as being intuitive, she can talk about and give us reaffirmation into what these problems are, where they might have roots in, and what we can do in order to change them. So this is very much what we want to do. We hope to continue to purify and heal ourselves, so that way we may be of service and assistance to you and help you do the same. My name is Tim Halloran. Much love. Your servant and well-wisher. Namaste.